The following is an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.
Rebound pulled in by Dante Holmes. Up it goes to Hilliard coming down the left channel. Now to KJ. KJ storming into the lane. A reverse layup is in.
Yeah, nice job of attacking, but what he did do was use the rim as his ally, took two big steps and took it to the reverse side and was able to finish with it off the 10.
Perimeter hands it off to Rutley with 5 on the shot clock. Rutley, the step back three is on the way, and that won't fall. Rebounded by Nate Maxey. Up ahead it goes to Hilliard. Hilliard now goes left side to Ingram and up and
oh my goodness.
I was wondering if he was going to try to jam it in, but he just laid it off the window, and FAMU back on the floor quickly. It's Rutley. He goes outside to Rosa. Rosa's going to drive against Nate Maxey, and Maxey kept his feet on the ground and swatted away anyway.
Yeah,
Here's
when you're 6'11", you can do that.
And Ingram again, back outside of Hilliard. 3 in transition! You know it! Come on now! North Carolina Central ready to set this place on fire.
Yeah,
Central lobs it up ahead to Hilliard. Hilliard's going to lob it up for Parks!
Oh my goodness!
And he couldn't throw it down. And here come the Rattlers back up the floor. And poked away by Nimrod here. He's saved. It goes to KJ. Hustle play by Hilliard, as he tried to make the magic happen with the lob to Parks, but he couldn't throw it down on top of Pello. But he makes up for it with the steal, and now he lobs it to Parks again, and this time he finishes.
If at first you don't succeed.
Try again.
Yes, sir.
Flight number 2 takes off and jams it down with 2 hands. That's 8 points for Jordan, 39-20. Mr. Crawford, 10 on the shot clock. Crawford.
Yeah, this is ideal for him with his speed.
With 5 seconds now, he just goes to the lane now, and a mathematical finish from Kevin Crawford as he lays it in on the left side.
Yeah, that's a perfect situation for him. He's the best player in that situation, especially having to push it, because he can go hard and fast. It's just as fast as anybody in the country.
So now Florida A&M with the basketball, a drive right baseline from number 4, that's Jermaine Rutley, and KJ just reaches in and swats it back down to the earth. Not today. Left side it goes to McDonald in transition, and he'll cash in left side.
Yeah, this kid is feeling it right now. It doesn't mean if it's intentional or not. It's an automatic call.
And a lob backside. Oh my goodness. Oh man, tap it to your shoulder and flush it down with 2 from Jeremiah Ingram.
Yeah, Jeremiah Ingram showing you the bounce. This kid
left side to Bowman. 9 minutes and change remaining here in regulation. 65-30, Eagles up. And a pass tipped away by KJ. KJ's going to run the floor, and an easy one-hand flush.
Yeah, nice way to finish, too. Got himself on balance and went up and threw it down off the one-legged jump. But
he's carried the load for Florida A&M. He scored just under the half total, as this time Dante Holmes lobs it to Nate Maxey, who finishes with a vicious slam. Just vicious. Difficult. Go on the road and have a tough loss against East Tennessee State, as Kevin Crawford lobs a pass up ahead to Dante Holmes off the steal, and Jamal Ferguson just leapt out the gym and came back down like a meteor and rammed it through with 2.
I'm pleased. I'm satisfied. You know, the first 4 minutes was kind of tough. We gave up a little too many points for my liking. But we recovered, had some fundamental mistakes in the scouting report, making guys go right when we should have made them go left and vice versa. But once we got our feet up under us, we were able to execute. Overall, I'm pleased. We had 23 assists, which means we're sharing the basketball. And it looks like they were having fun. And it's February now, so we got to eliminate all the mental mistakes and really put everything together and mature and evolve and be a grown-up basketball team with no excuses.
Now open the floor for questions.
With about 7:45 to go in the first half, called a timeout. You guys were only up by 3. What did you kind of say to your guys in that timeout? Because it seemed like right after that they kind of got sparked and started rolling.
Yeah, we're just doing silly stuff. I think I normally don't even call timeouts in the first half. I try to save them. I think we gave a wide open layup to number 4. He was the best player on the team. And he's wide open for a layup underneath. And when you do that, that's just a loss of focus. So I don't remember exactly what I said. I'm probably sure I can't repeat it right now. Y'all pray for me on that. But, you know, they took the lead and they came back and really executed our game plan, and I was comfortable with that.
There was a moment in the second half, I think you guys were up 30, and you forced a shot clock violation.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of intensity is, with that kind of lead, is that, I assume that's the kind of thing you love to see. Is it kind of
Yeah, that's the maturity. Our motto, we just play one possession. We don't even look at the score, don't play the score, because when you play the score, you get passive, you get content with where you are. And, we really haven't been playing our best basketball for a span of 40 minutes. So KJ did a really good job of emphasizing. I think last year we had maybe 5 games where we beat teams by 40 points or more in conference. And it wasn't because we were 40 points better. It was just because we played one possession at a time, and that's pretty much our motto. So we're trying to let that permeate through this year's team because they have no knowledge of the history or whatever. So KJ did a good job of emphasizing that in the huddle.
How much does it help to get a big win like this after going through so many close games and just losing at East Tennessee State?
It's really good. It's really gratifying, not only for us, but just for our fans and just for the overall psyche of the team. I told the guys we were putting ourselves in some unfortunate situations by fouling and, not executing and missing free throws. And, we was kind of shooting ourselves in the foot, and we call it self-inflicted wounds. We just had to make our free throws, and I was happy with that. We were 13 for 15 and 11 for 13 in the first half from the strike. So, we kind of took advantage and capitalized on their mistakes, and we were able to gain and build some momentum from that.
You mentioned it's February now. Do you feel like this team is where you want it to be as far as progress?
We're getting there. Still some boneheaded mistakes, but, when you coaching, man, you'll find something wrong with everything. That's just part of my job. To not let them become content, but we're growing. And, I think at the beginning of the year, they had to deal with some what I call unfair projections. People just anointed this team. We had 10 newcomers, and they anointed them to say, okay, y'all going to win the conference. I'm like, hold on, these where they coming from? Like, they haven't done anything where they come from. They haven't scored any points here, grabbed any rebounds here, so we had a lot to prove, man. And I see it coming together. Obviously, we have to get better, we have to be better, and we have to be mentally tougher, especially on the road.
What do you want to work on this week heading into the A&T game?
Business as usual. We'll come back in tomorrow, and we'll watch some film of this game and, try to walk through some things. For as long as I've been here, and it's been a while, ever since I was a player against A&T, that's for the fans, and I told the kids, don't get caught up into that. At the end of the day, the court is going to be 94 by 50, the rims will be 10 feet, the free throw line will be 15 feet, it's basketball. The other hoop line and social event, that's really for the fans, so don't let them lure you into that thinking it's a bigger game. It's a big game for us because it's the next game. It's no bigger than FAMU. We understand the rivalry, and make no mistake about it, they don't like us and we don't like them. That's been proven for the last 100 years or so, but we're going to go up there, handle business as usual, and prepare.
Is that environment, is it any different at all? Just, how loud it's going to be?
Yeah, it's a little different. The one thing about that place is we have a nice following as well. So on the other side of the gym is our people as well. So when we do something, we can hear the echoes of some cheers as well. And I think that pretty much has helped the kids in the previous years. We've been successful going up there, and we hope to continue that.
You think going through the game last week, there was a national TV game and kind of jitters that they had early on, was that a good experience?
That was a really good experience, and honestly, the East Tennessee State game was a really good experience for us because they come out in droves up in Tennessee, and we led the whole game. We just didn't finish. So, everything is a life lesson. It's a learning experience for our guys, and hopefully, now it's about the application and them, putting it down on the floor as well. So I think they're getting there. They're looking a little more comfortable. Nimrod was tremendous. He had 12 and 10 in like 25 minutes, so he's feeling so much more comfortable and is shooting it well. Jordan had a double-double, so we finally got everyone playing well together, so we got to continue that.
The win streak at home is at 32 games now. Does that signify anything?
Yeah. Like, I pay attention because you guys throw it at me, but, you have so much going on. It's an incredible home streak. Especially considering the fact that, we're not one of those high major schools where we can pay 15 schools a year to come in and not leave home until January. But, credit to the fans and, everyone in the community that's come out and supported us throughout. We don't look at it like we have to continue the streak. We just look at it as going out and protecting our nest, protecting our home court, especially in conference, because that's huge.
Coach, I want to ask you about Kevin Crawford. I've seen his minutes go up a bit over the past few games after foul trouble to Nimrod Hilliard. But talk about his play today in the game against East Tennessee State as well.
He was really good. I told him eliminate the walk-on and all that from your mind. You're a basketball player, and when you step on the court, we hold you to the same standard as any scholarship player. We're going to hold you accountable every single day in practice. I coach him just as hard as I coach Nimrod. And, one thing I tell these guys from the initial team meeting is you have to be ready because your time will come when you least expect it. So your preparation and your opportunity will manifest itself, throughout the season, eventually, one time or another. So he's done a great job of stepping up. He's a fearless guy. He looks to turn the corner on ball screens, and he got some herky-jerky stuff with him. And, he's a good pickup, and he's a fan favorite as well. And the fans love him. His teammates love him. And, he came in and added some necessary energy for us.
We felt like it was a big game because even though they haven't won a game, we wanted to come out and make a statement because we know everybody's been playing us close lately, so that's been making everybody think that we capable of losing like a conference game. So we wanted to come out, send a message, get up by 30 or 40 early and just send a message to everybody throughout the conference and let them know that we still like a force in the conference.
For you personally, coaches talked a lot about you being consistently consistent. Last game here, you struggled, still hit the big shots when you needed to, but tonight you were 5 from 9 behind the three. Do you feel like you're finally starting to be that consistently consistent that he talks about?
Yeah, I was in a slump for a little bit, and I just wanted to stay consistent with it. I felt like I was still taking good shots. I still was getting good looks, but I wasn't knocking them down. So I just try to stay consistent. I still been in the gym, getting a lot of shots up. My rhythm coming back. I just been trying to kick a lot of bad habits, like kicking my leg and things like that, and just hold the follow through. Once I do that, I feel like everything gonna go down. I made a lot of shots early, so they had my confidence high too. So I feel like if I just stick to it, man, hold the follow through, the shot's gonna be there. Coach gonna give me open. Teammates, they unselfish, they gonna give it to me. So I just gotta knock it down.
This weekend you got A&T coming. Coach says it's just another game, it's the next game. Is that the attitude, or is that something that you guys look forward to playing A&T?
Of course we look forward to it, but we always look at every game as a big game. We feel like, because you can get beat any game. If you look at that every night, like Virginia, they lost to Duke the other night, so anybody can be beat. So we look at it like every game is a big game. FAMU, they was coming in, even though they didn't have a win, we knew they were going to try to beat us. So that's the same thing as playing A&T. They're going to come in, play hard. Everybody plays a different with more energy. And we just feel like night in and night out, we just got to bring our best because we know every team going to bring a high intensity just to try to beat us, especially since we're undefeated.
Was it helpful going through the national TV game last week, kind of all the energy that surrounds that, and then you have the experience?
It put us on a big stage where really help guys in certain situations. So that made for like when it come down to the MIA tournament, we had to play on a big stage in the championship or something like that. We'll be ready because we've been here before and we've seen it, and we've been through a few wars. So they're gonna make for a lot of experience for a lot of the guys that haven't been there before.
Coach said that last season, you guys were beating teams consistently by 40 points. Recently, you guys have consistently been beating teams by 2 or 3 points. Yeah. So what's it like to finally get the level of win that you want to get?
It's big because he been talking about it all week. We needed a center message, and we wanted to do that because all the games been close. True enough, we've been winning them, but they've been too close. We really, it was times where we could have stretched it out. In most games, we had a big lead, but we let them come back like we did Saturday. So we got a big lead early, and the main thing that we stretched at halftime when we was in the locker room was just stretching the lead out. By the first media, we wanted to be up 30. We was up 22 at the half. We wanted to be up 30 by the first media. So we just wanted to come out and learn how to finish. We haven't been finishing games like we supposed to lately. I feel like we did that for the most part tonight. It was a stretch where I think they made a lot of free throws, but we knew that was going to come because the referees were going to try to even the game out with fouls. So we just tried to protect the lead, make it bigger, and just send a message with the score.
Anthony, you knocked down 5 threes, tonight knocked down 7 at East Tennessee State. How do you feel on the floor when you're going through a high stretch?
It feels good. I'm not gonna lie. The main thing I just try to do is just take good shots. I know, at East Tennessee, I took a bad shot at one time, and tonight I took a bad shot in the corner. But I got good teammates. They unselfish. They do a great job of getting me open. KJ set a great screen for me in transition. Nim, he made great passes to me. So I just try to get to my spots, pick my spots, and just knock down shots when I get the chance to.
Talking about your teammates, Nimrod Hilliard out there, you dropped 10 assists So like having him being able to push the ball around the floor.
Man, it's great because like he got a great vision and he a great ball handler. So if I just get to my spots, run the floor like Coach say, and then when he gets the outlet high, it's hard to handle us in transition because if I get out wide, then Jordan running in the middle of the floor, it's like they got to pick their poison on what they want to do. So if they go in on Jordan, I'm open on the outside. They go outside on me, Jordan open on the inside. So Nim, he do a great job of just making the right decision. He tried things too, so that helps all the time.
As you get ready to roll into this game against North Carolina A&T as a transfer, this is your first opportunity to take on the Aggies. What have you heard from your teammates, and also how do you feel heading into this weekend?
I'm ecstatic. I'm ready for it. I ain't gonna lie. I heard a lot of great things, especially from my teammates and just people around campus about the atmosphere, especially there. So I'm just ready to be in a good rivalry. I really haven't experienced one since high school, so it's gonna be fun to just be in the environment and see everything that's going on. I know they're gonna come out with a lot of energy, especially since they playing us. They're not gonna take it light on us. We definitely not gonna take it light on them. So it's just gonna be a fun experience for me, something I won't forget.
About today's win?
Today our focus was just to go out here and play hard. We had lost the last game, and it kind of didn't taste that good. Of course, we never like to lose, but especially the way we lost. So today we just trying to set a statement out to the whole MEAC and go out and play the hard as we can.
Now open the floor for questions.
Coach said that you've been trying to tell the guys what it was like last year when you guys were getting 40-point wins, consistently. Now you've been getting like 2 3-point wins consistently. What's it been like for you to try to tell everyone like, hey, that's not what we want to be. We want to be this team that blows out teams by 40.
It's more like sending a message to the other teams because when we win by like just 2 and 3 points, other teams get more confident too. And we trying to separate ourselves, but we're not trying to play to the team we're playing against standard. We're playing to our own standard. So by showing them that we are here to play, we're not here just to play around. Like we trying to show something to them. So that's why when we go out there, can't take no possessions off. That's what we've been doing the last games when we been close games. Like we might be up by 10 points, it kind of relaxed. That's not how we did last year. Last year we wanted to do more and more. Like we was never fed. So we just wanted to stay hungry.
You said you guys wanted to come out and make a statement, but with about 7.5 minutes left of the first half, you were only up by 3. You took a timeout, came out, and you hit, I think, 5 points in a row, a 3, and then a layup. What were they saying during the timeout that kind of helped you guys get the spark and get rolling?
Coach Moten and the coaching staff stay on us about leadership, and what leaders got to do, they got to make splash play. Like when we make a play, it's going to energize the other team. So he told me that you got to make something happen. And that's what I was trying to do. So it's more so they can lean on the leaders, so they see the leaders doing something. That means they got to step up too. We slack and they gonna slack. So this is just about the leaders and stepping up.
What do you tell your younger teammates about the atmosphere in Greensboro? It was a real physical game that you guys won last year. What do you tell your teammates about that?
That's one of the first things they hear about when they first come to campus. So they aware of it, but we're not trying to think about too much because whatever going on in the stands, that we don't get too much into. We're not watching what happens in the stands. They're dancing, they hopping, they stepping, all that. We don't really care about that. We're trying to just play basketball. So they know about it, but they can't stay focused on that because if they focus on that, they might get nervous. They might try to do stuff they don't know what to do. So we just got to play basketball.
KJ, I want to ask you about Jordan Brooks out there in your ability. You developed a post player, 10 points, 13 boards. How are you guys able to work down there in the post together?
Me and Jordan, we know we got to get it done, no matter how it is. Like after the last game, we had a talk. We can't stuff like that can't have. We the leaders and we got to lead the team. So we just trying to come in with a spark. And Jordan, he's a beast. So he got a motor that don't stop. Even his mouth don't even stop. So I told you got to play the same way the way you talk. So he's just trying to show by example now.
And also with Nate Maxey coming in and contributing 4 blocks, talk about his play.
We see that presence in practice all day. He's trying to grow every day. He's trying to get better every day, and that's what we like. It's a bright future for him. And he come in those minutes is important, like getting those stops and blocks. They just add up to that. We trying to hold the opposite team to under 30% with the field goal percentage, and that just helps us a lot.
After the tough game on the road, how did it feel to come back home to the home environment and get the win and move the win streak up to 32?
We just came back. We was hungry. We was like super mad and like people was down. We was like salty to say it that way, but. It's more of like we wanted to play. We happy it was only 2 games between since the last game. So when we came out, we was trying to get that winning taste again and just keep going.
All right, as we head forward to this weekend, how do you feel rolling into Saturday?
I feel confident. Of course, we got to have a great week of practice. Everybody got to come prepared, stay focused, and do what we do every day, and that's win every day. We still got classes, we still got weights. We got to focus on that, and then the game is going to come.
CBS. That stands for Car Buying Simplified. Shop CBS Mitsubishi in Durham or choose from over 500 quality used vehicles at any of our 6 convenient locations. Hurry to CBS Mitsubishi at cbsqualitycars.com.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.